everyone, what's going on? This is Jessica, and today I'm going to go over simple market structure and a downtrend, what a breakout retest is, and some additional items. Not going to give you too much information, but just to help you understand when the market is in a downtrend, when it could be potentially changing or shifting. So let's get straight to it. All right, so I made this nice, beautiful diagram for you. And I hope you like it. I hope you'll screenshot it, do what you need to do for it to help you. That's the goal, is for it to help you. So we can see here that this market is clearly in a downtrend. And how do we know that? Well, let's go over that. We have a high. We then have the market go down to previous low, a little bit lower, okay? So then it then retraces to create a lower high. Okay, so this high is lower than the previous high, the previous swing high. So now we can potentially assume that we may be in a downtrend, but we don't know that yet. You know, we see that it's looking good. We have 2 points. We can try to draw a trend line, but getting one more touch would be beautiful. So we can see where the market stopped and it created a low, right? The market created a lower low from here and here. Well, it then comes back up, doesn't touch the trend line 100%. However, it's at a beautiful retracement level. There's some wicks right here to let you know that it's exhausted and essentially going to go down. Now, what we want to see to confirm that this is a downtrend, we want to see a low that's going to be created that's lower than this low right here. Let me make this red so you can really see it. And let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, so we want to see this low broken. And what happened, you guys? It shot right through that, created a lower low, and then it retraced, right? It retraced, it came right back up, and where did it go? It went right to the trend line, and it kind of gave us a little bit of a fake out. So it came out maybe trying to fake people, thinking that it was going to change direction, and it closed, okay? So the second candle closed underneath our trend line right here, which is a great indication that it's going to continue that downtrend. Whenever you have fake outs like this, it usually is a really nice sign that it's just going to continue in the direction that you anticipate. Of course, you'll have to add some confluences to that, but as of right now, we're just going over the structure. So we can see that it came down, however, it did not create a lower low. It came right back up to build some momentum. We see the exhaustion here, okay, where there's a lot of wicks at the trend line. Whenever we see that, that is a really good sign. That means the market's having a hard time to break this area and change direction. So we're going to continue with our sell bias and go in for the sell. Now, what is the goal? Remember this low? Remember this low right here? We needed to create a low that's lower than that to confirm that we're still in a downtrend. The market accomplished it. The market now created this low. It comes back up, gives us lots of exhaustion with these wicks, having a hard time to penetrate that trend line, and we take it down one more time. Now remember, the goal is to at least take profit at the previous low, which is market structure. We can see here that when the market came down, it was unable to create a lower low. This is where we start to have a concern, because we can tell that the momentum for the sellers is kind of dying essentially, and there could be a shift. So we have to keep an eye out for it, excuse me. So now we have confirmation. We have our low here. We had a second low, right? But it was unable to create a lower low. I think this one was in the wrong spot, excuse me. So at this point here, we have what's called a double bottom, and then it becomes a triple bottom. Now, what does that mean? It means that we have, look, an area of support where the market is having a really hard time to penetrate and create a lower low. This means the buyers are now, they're gaining momentum and they're trying to shift the market. So whenever I see something like this, I don't really take any, I don't look for any sell opportunities. I have to be very careful. What I'm looking for now, because I have 1 hit here, 2 hit here, 3 hits here, that there could be a change in direction. So in order for there to be a change in direction, you have to have a break of structure and what's called a retest. And sometimes you'll get a double retest, which is beautiful because it just is a stronger confirmation. But you can see where this huge engulfing candle breaks out of our trend line that has been respected for the most part since January 2019. So come June, we get a breakout candle, and what happens? It lands right on top. This is called a retest. So when you have a breakout of structure that has been respected and then it lands on top, this can signify that there is a change in momentum and we are no longer looking for sells. We are looking for a buy, okay? So you can see here where it landed on top. And what's so cool is that it went straight up to previous structure. So if we draw an arrow here, we can see, okay, essentially where didn't make it all the way to this area. However, we can see where the market, and I'll just drag this out so y'all can see, it hit an area that the market likes a lot. So there's an area here, an area here, 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 okay? And it came back down. And what did it do? It gave us a second opportunity for a buy. It came back down, retested our trend line area and previous market structure. Look, guys, you see this high? I'm just going to draw an arrow so you can see. This high was retested. So was what was once a ceiling now became the floor. Our candle closes above it. What are we going to do? We're going to look to take it up to either the previous high right here or the next level of structure, which is up here, market structure. Then what happens? We have candle exhaustion. These candles right here signify that there is weakness from the buyers and they're unable to penetrate this area, giving the sellers control and giving them another opportunity to dominate. And as you can see, the market went right down to that previous structure. It broke it and then continued to go down and created that lower low and so on and so on and kind of repeated its cycle. So I hope this video helps you understand how to determine if there's a change in trend. Sometimes we get these little fake outs, but this is the daily. So this is actually some really good money that could be made here. But you can see how the market is creating lower lows. I will try to make a video on buys, but as of right now, I just want to focus on this so you have it for your reference. Take care.